Koumei does not make sense. Literally. Koumei is a pretty old Warframe because she was released on the 2nd of October of 2024. And that was like 2 years ago. Jesus, time passes fast. But Digital Extremes, when they were making Koumei, I don't know who was smoking crack or what, but Jesus, they should not make another mistake like this because holy hell, she does not belong to this game. Okay, like, have you ever heard of a gacha game? Yeah, you know, those games that want to strip you of your wallet and literally leave your bank accounts dry. Yeah, those games. Yeah, now imagine that as a fucking Warframe. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Because in gacha games like Genshin Impact or, Wuthering Waves or any one that you like to play, they have these things called characters. Koumei, on the other hand, she gets buffs. A lot of buffs. By doing some simple tasks. Let me explain how that works. For example, let's go through her abilities. And let's start with her passive, the basic thing. Every 60 seconds, one of Koumei's weapons will inflict random status effects for 60 seconds. Do you know what that means? Just to explain what the fuck I'm talking about, this is a Tenon Diplos, which has no mods. But guess what? Do you see the amount of status effects this bitch can deliver? So that means, one of those mods that we call Condition Overload and Condition Overload, yeah, they're gonna love this Warframe because no elemental mods needed. You just do it! And guess what? The people who made Koumei, for them, this arcade is fucking useless. Why? Because it's in their fucking passive. And of course, Dee gave her a second passive, because of course she needs it. What are we playing? League of Legends? Akshan here with 6 passives? I swear to god, Dee, if you pull off a stunt like that, I will. But yeah, her second passive allows you to have 5 dices. Now, what does these 5 dices do? Well, I will explain that when we get to the abilities. Starting off with the first one, when you use your first ability, you shoot out threads. Elemental threads. Now these will prime enemies, and all of them has a different element. Sometimes they will spawn similar elements. Like for example, like like these 3 are like green, and these 2 are like fire. You got that, right? That's quite simple. Like anybody with a vision of colors will understand like which one is a similar one, right? Right? Her third ability, trust me, I know how counting works. I know I didn't talk about the second ability. That's the most broken shit. We're going to talk about that later. Her third ability basically surrounds you by having all of these charms. Now, what does these charms do? Guess what? There are some abilities in the games and from the enemies that can just, one-shot you. Yeah, that has a 50% chance of healing you instead. We are playing a gacha game at this point. Like, yeah. Where are your primo gems, bro? You're playing Warframe without Primogems. Are you even playing Warframe at this point? Her fourth ability does something similar to her first ability. It puts all the enemies on threads and strangles them. And all of them are hit with different elements. As you can see, this one has different elements, that one has different elements, this one has some elements, that one's magnetic. Yeah, that's quite simple. Now the second ability is the strongest ability. Why? Because when you hit it, you are hit with the task. Right now, I have to kill 70 enemies from 20 meters away. As you can see, now I have a decree. And I can keep on getting decrees as many as I want. I can keep on using this ability and keep on getting decrees. And you can get every single decree that Duveri can offer. Every single one of them, as long as you're in a mission for long enough time for you to complete tasks and get decrees. Now you might be asking, what does the dice do? Every time you roll an ability, you will basically roll all 5 of the dices. Now, if you get a 666 on any of the 5 dices, the abilities will do something different. For example, the first ability will spawn different threads every single on the wire. Okay, every single one of them will be a different element, and it will help you a lot with priming. The second ability will literally just give you a decree for free. You don't need to perform any tasks, you will just get the decree. The third ability will not give you the 50-50 chance thing. It will have you the healing thing, but it will keep you invulnerable throughout the whole charm thingy. When every single charm is dissolved, then, only then, the invulnerability will be gone. And the fourth ability will just keep on strangling more enemies around you if you roll a 666. And that's about it. That's quite simple actually. Now, the moment of truth, the actual truth about playing Koumei. If you're playing Koumei and you're just doing like a capture mission or like something short and you just want to get in, do the thing and just get out, cracking a relic or something or doing a rescue mission, Koumei is not really gonna be that good over there unless you build her in a certain way. But that's like every single Warframe. Where she thrives is long, long-term missions. Like, have you ever been to a cascade? You should. Have you ever been to a level cap cascade? You're playing Koumei? You definitely should. Why? Because you can stack buffs forever. Literally. You just keep on getting buffs. It just doesn't make sense because it doesn't really have a stop. As many buffs the very Paradox can provide, she can get. That's it. And if you're lucky, you can just roll triple sixes and just keep on getting all the buffs. That's about it. And you'll literally be an unkillable tank at the end of the battlefield who will be doing millions of damage for no fucking reason. Now, if you're straight going to the build, then now, without all the yapping, let me just show you how I use my Koumei. I have 2 blue shards for maximum energy, because yes, I do need a lot of energy in this build. I have 2 casting speed shards and 1 parkour velocity shard. Thank you, artists, for fucking off. On the other hand, I'm going to be using the Turret Incarnon, the 10th Cycron, and the 2 Icars. If you don't know how to build the 10th Cycron, there it is. It just says heat, magnetic, and viral. To be honest, you don't even need these. You just like run heat and that's about it. These 2 will just happen to come. Why? You already know. We're going to be using our Koumei with this build. Refresh Bite, because the ability strength and healing grants more ability strength. Guess where the healing is coming from? This and this. Electric, toxin, and cold. Yeah, I hovered over that ability like 3 times. Adaptation, because we want to live. Catalytic shields, because we want to live. Fast deflection, guess what? We want to live. And the most broken augment of the fucking game. Arcane Aegis, because these 3 just go hand in hand at this point. Like, just come on. And Arcane Ice Storm is a flex slot. You can use anything over here. Like, if you're gonna be specifically using her with any secondary that you like to use, go for Precision. If you're gonna be tapping headshots, go for Rage. If you want to get more ability strength, don't know why you do that, but sure. Also Augmented. And yeah, there is a lot of options. Like, even this, like, literally, you can just run a universal fallout. Wait, what the fuck? Why didn't I think about that? Like, literally, I'm editing this right now, and I'm thinking, like, why didn't I think about using universal fallout? Am I dead? I'm just down. Now, let me explain this, okay? Over here, in this alchemy mission, I rolled some decent amount of decrease, and I am totally fine in this mission, completely alone. I do have a turret, but hey, I am not dying. I got hit by nullifiers. I got hit by so many things. But boom, there we go. And now, I cannot die. Now guess what? Even if I get hit by damage and I need to heal myself, like, consistently, I have one of the decrees that gives me healing every time I kill an enemy. And guess what I'm doing? Yeah, I know. Yeah, die. Now you might be asking that, oh, well, her other abilities are not that good, but her second ability really makes her broken then. Maybe that ability has a really big cooldown. Well, it certainly does. The more decrease you get, the longer the cooldown becomes. It can reach up to literally hundreds of seconds. But who decided that making an augment that reduces her second ability cooldown by 4 seconds every time you get a kill when you're using the weapon that is enhanced by her passive? If you don't think this is that broken, let me rephrase myself. One of those weapons, which can be any weapon, that can have one of these mods, and can do any elements in the whole game, that does multiplicative damage. Do you understand the problem here? So that was the build, and the guide, and everything that you wanted to know about Koumei. I feel like DE will never make another Warframe like Koumei, and because she's just completely unique to her own. I mean, come on, she has a gacha system inside her. That's just crazy. And she will be one of the best Warframes in the game because she can just get really strong by existing. That's it. You just do some tasks in the middle of the mission, and that's it. You're done to go. You're the strongest in the whole team, and you're doing the most amount of damage. Your teammates will hate you, hey, but you're having fun, right? That's all that matters. But yeah, that's about it. And I swear to you, if you make another something like this, Jesus Christ, you guys are crazy. And I love DE because of that. Well, thank you so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel because it helps me out a lot actually. It gives me motivation to make more videos for you guys. And that's about it. See you guys next time. And you're out.